Today I'm going to show you how you can make hundreds or even thousands of dollars just by trading your time. You don't have to buy my paid course because I don't have one. I don't need a fancy car behind me to try to flex and entice you into this. What we're going to be doing here is we're going to be reviewing Gitcoin and their grant program along with their whole other suite of services they offer on their site. And basically what's happening is that people are trading their time. They're creating weekly and monthly newsletters. They're literally making Ethereum memes. They're building super complex tools to help grow and expand the Ethereum ecosystem, as well as a few other cryptocurrencies. Or maybe they're just making video guides right here on YouTube, and they're being rewarded from the community for doing so. Again, today we're going to be reviewing Gitcoin and their grant program and how you can apply or contribute. But most importantly, there's no requirements to submit a grant. You don't have to have thousands of subscribers or millions of views and hundreds and thousands of downloads, whatever. If you've got something valuable and you're willing to work at it, you can literally put your time in here and get rewarded. So let's run 10 seconds of tails, our resident Shiba Inu and Dogecoin, and then jump into today's VoskCoin YouTube video review. So let's go ahead and review Gitcoin.co, how to use it, how to participate. Here's just an example of their quarterly grants leaderboard and the top earners. Don't get discouraged. You'll see some really high numbers there and you may be like, wow, no one's gonna contribute $90,000 to me to write about Ethereum or whatever else. Well, not necessarily true, but anyway, you can see these are the top earners here earning $90,000. DeFi Dad has a crypto YouTube channel where he makes DeFi Ethereum videos, $20,000 there. And we go down this list and you will see it decrease, but a lot of these are these people are offering less time intensive grants here. And basically, like, this doesn't have to be your full-time job, but if you wanted to, you could work towards that and have it grow into being something like that. But again, like, what is Gitcoin? Gitcoin is an open source bounties platform on the Ethereum blockchain. Their primary goal is to grow the open source community. They don't have their own token. They support all ERC20 tokens in an effort to promote Ethereum as a whole. And what's crazy is they've already delivered over $3.7 million in funding to hundreds of projects in a decentralized, community-driven manner. Remember, there's no requirements. You don't even need a business. You don't even need an LLC. You can just be whoever launching your own first grant. So, for example, we're launching our grant on here. I know it's a little bit of a shameless plug, self-plug, right? You know, I'm gonna test it out myself. Like always, I test out everything that I talk to you guys about here on the channel, and I created a grant just entirely around Ethereum education, basically creating more Ethereum content, Ethereum 2.0 content, maybe something like an Ethereum 2.0 staking guide in our simplified manner that we create our other guides in, and everything in between. I don't want to talk about me too much in this, but right now I've got a big contribution of 1 with 4 DAI. Click the link in the video description below to check out my grant and see if other people are contributing, or you can contribute yourself. But what I want to bring up here is that, one, we've created a lot of Ethereum content over the years. I mean, I just put Ethereum here in my search bar and look at all these results I get. Well, yeah, it turns out I've talked about Ethereum even more than I realized, or creating like Ethereum mining rigs or guides or all kinds of stuff like that. But what's crazy about their funding thing here, and basically how you can potentially get a lot of funding from their match program, it's called CLR. And what they're doing here is they're basically rewarding people who get more, like, higher quantity of donations. So if you got one donation at $275, you would get a total of $550, based on this algorithm, right? If a total of 10 people contributed $275 as opposed to 1, then the algorithm, depending on how much money is there to be matched and everything, in this scenario would reward you with $3,000. Okay, same contribution from just say like people in the community, but a massively bigger match. Here's an example from 10 projects that were funded in the last grant round. So this guy literally making Ethereum memes on Twitter. People contributed $1,000 to him, and it matched $3,000. He was paid $4,000 to make Ethereum memes. Is making memes your dream job? Well, maybe this is like the opportunity that you've been waiting for. Bankless, they received 292 contributions for a total of about $7,000. That's a good funding raise. Oh, but because of the high contribution, they received a matching amount of over $40,000. That is absolutely insane. So again, Gitcoin has a lot going on. We look at their products, they have bounties, hackathons, grants, quests, kudos, kernel, and I'm gonna explain all of these briefly here in today's video, but it's largely focused around the grants, right? So we come to the grants page, and what we see here are different categories, right? We have Filecoin Liftoff. I'll explain what that is here in a second. Community. So this is like the Gitcoin community, more or less, it's the Ethereum community in large. dApps, decentralized application, infra, probably infrastructure. East Asia, focusing some bounties in a geographical location in the world. And then a more advanced section of Filecoin, their Apollo. I bring this up, one, if you want to explore the grants, but also, for example, if we click on community, you can see different grants in this category, all really built around the Ethereum community, which I'll elaborate a little bit more on that here in a second. You click on Filecoin Liftoff, and you see grants revolving around Filecoin here, right? But wait, what is this? This is the second grant we have launched on Gitcoin, which this grant is basically seeking hey, we got a contributor for 3. Sweet. And this grant is seeking contribution to make Filecoin video guides for you guys here on the channel. Basically, Filecoin launched their mainnet. Actually, we covered that if you watch that video here again on the channel. I've been hoping to see more and more Filecoin mining content. Basically, it's very complex. Filecoin is very advanced, and if you don't know, they raised millions of dollars in ICO a couple years ago, and they've been building some pretty crazy stuff since then. Definitely took a while, but it is here. When I Google how to mine Filecoin, I don't see any third-party results. All I see is this one video, or these couple of videos right here from Filecoin, like their official channel, and then the first third-party result is actually me, which is kind of funny. But hey, but my videos here, they're not like full-blown guides. I was just kind of brief overview of Filecoin. But anyway, my point here is, if you do want to see more hard drive mining, Filecoin mining content, please consider contributing there. But how do you contribute to grants anyway? Well, first, you need to find some grants that you like. Finematics, they create nice tutorial videos on their YouTube channel. Their videos are a good example of showing more than saying. So, we've actually referenced their video in our What is DeFi video. So if we wanted to support them, we could contribute 5 DAI, and we would get a matching amount of 26 DAI to contribute to their project. So just think about that. I can give them $5, but they'll receive over $30. That's like pretty wild. And you talk about how can I maximize my contribution to other people? This is DeFi Dad. He's making DeFi tutorials on YouTube and Twitter. Let's go ahead and support him. We've got the Defiant. It's a news platform focusing on decentralized finance, something we've talked about a lot here on the VoskCoin channel. Bankless, a mission to onboard millions of people into living their financial lives on Ethereum. You know what? Throw it in the cart. I'm talking about me making content about Filecoin and hopefully getting, grant rewards for it. But do you think that you could contribute to the Filecoin community? Do you think you could make some docs, some write-ups, some videos, supporting content, whatever you want to do? Well, they have literally a grant for that. Okay, so I have it linked out. I've got everything linked out below. And here you can go ahead and create a blog post, tutorial, guide, video content, tips, analysis, and whatever. And you can potentially be rewarded for this. So again, turn your time into money, doing something you hopefully love and care about. Cryptocurrency, baby. And this one, we're definitely going to throw in the cart. And I know I'm kind of speeding through this a little bit, but I'm just trying to keep this video relatively concise here. Also, keep in mind, it's just another example. This guy's raised only $400, but from 65 people, so he's getting a match of over $2,000. Like, come on, that's wild. That is absolutely wild. This is funding for literally the CLR fund, a permissionless quadratic funding protocol for Ethereum public goods. If you like the matching, you might want to support the protocol. Well, what do I know, right? This is absolutely crazy, right? So I'm in my cart, 7 items, $5, aka DAI. A DAI is a stable coin. It's more or less pegged to about $1. Normally it actually trades a little bit above it, but whatever. Point being is that I'm contributing $5 to Finematics. They're going to get $30. I'm contributing $5 to the Defiant. They're going to get over $70. $5 to Bankless. They're going to get over $120. Imagine if you could give anyone you like at all $5, but you give them $5, but when they take it, they receive over $100. That's insane. Like from a content creator trying to have good quality sponsors and focus on fun stuff. I mean, this opportunity is really unreal. Not just like potentially for myself, but these other people. I'm so happy to see these possibilities. And if you think you can contribute and turn your time into money, I seriously hope, like, you may not personally know me, but this is like my way of trying to reach out to you. I want you to make a grant on here. If you've been wanting to get into cryptocurrency to any extent, figure out what you can do and do it. So like I'm saying, 5 to 75 or 74, so 80, 5 to over $130, 5 to 0. So this is exactly the thing. I'm the first to contribute to this grant, and the more people that contribute, the more the bonus here is. So again, a lot of other people have already contributed to these other grants, so the match there, it's much larger. I don't care if people know my address, it's on my grant here, and then I will go ahead and donate 5% to the Gitcoin Grants Development Fund, because at the end of the day, if this stops being developed, all of these, in my opinion, awesome opportunities for people, it goes away. So for this setup, you've got to use MetaMask. We actually already have a video guide on what is MetaMask and how to use it. So I invite you to check out that guide if you are not familiar with MetaMask. I recommend using MetaMask with their platform. So I've got to approve that they can spend my DAI. So it's transaction 1 of 2. And right now I'm using, you can't see, but I'm using my Trezor. I just have to go ahead and confirm that down there. After that, I have to pay a transaction fee to go ahead and move these coins. So again, 2 transactions, basically a low gas fee and then a higher gas fee is how it's going to look. Gas fees or transaction fees, they vary depending on the network. The more people using it at the time you are, basically the more gas you're going to pay to get your transaction through. But just like that, click, we went ahead and contributed to these programs. And honestly, not to like pat myself on the back here, but I feel awesome. I spent not even $40 and I contributed, $100, $200, $300, almost $400. I sent out $400. I didn't even spend $40. So I'm getting like a 10x on my contributions here. And if you're one of our community members, you see this video and you do this stuff, let me know. I'll be happy to support our community members. I mean, you support me just by watching this video. I appreciate it, seriously. So I've been talking about all this grant stuff, right? But how do you even get started, right? Well, you've got to make an account. It's pretty simple. You go to their site, you click the link below, you sign up, click. You can even just sign in with GitHub and you're pretty much done. So if you don't know what GitHub is, this is GitHub. Again, I'm not a developer here, but I did mess around with some things, especially last year. Anyway, so this is my GitHub profile. You'll notice that like it monitors your activity in a chart like this, and you will notice that Gitcoin mimics this with their own style of activity chart. There's a lot of different things that you can do on Gitcoin. For example, if you click over to the town square right here, it's kind of like a social media setup, and it serves more or less as like can funnel you around their ecosystem. They also have these things called kudos, which normally revolve around, not revolve, but you can normally get them. One of the ways you can get them is their weekly and monthly actions. And you're like, dude, what's a kudo? Not like that candy bar. Kudos are NFTs, non-fungible tokens, like unique things that live on the blockchain, right? Digital collectibles. They're pretty popular right now, and they're on track to become even more popular in the near future. So they really are shaping up to be like the next craze. Point is that Gitcoin has their own version. They call them kudos. Once you click on that, you see all this stuff, and you can send these. Like for example, I sent a Doge to my friend on here, because I thought that was funny. And, you know, it cost me 0.002 Ethereum. And he can send it, you know, it's like an item. He gets it. He can send it to someone else and whatever. Another way you can get kudos while actually learning things is called their quests program. And I wanted to create a quest and an NFT and invite you guys to do it by the time I made this video, but I just ran out of time. It's on my to-do list, but some of this stuff is, you know, it's complex. It's not, I shouldn't say complex, it's not easy, you know. It takes time, especially when you don't know too much about it. But I'm talking more about like the making these things. Participating is actually really easy. So you go to products, you go to quests, explore quests. Click, click, boom, here we are. Explore, learn, battle baddies, and win rewards. You can see, for example, all the quests that I've beaten here. Just keeps a whole list. You get points for doing this. You level up. There's different categories, ones you've attempted and lost, beginner, intermediate, popular. So I clicked over to the popular tab and come down and you can see, let's just click Journey to Ethereum 2.0. Reading 20 minutes. That's kind of a lot. 4 minutes skimming. We click play quest. Looks like I've already lost this once. The sound, it's pretty intense. I recommend you try the sound, but I prefer to do it without the sound personally. If you skip the intro, right, you're like, I don't want to read an intro, then you won't get a link to the article that it always prompts you with to hopefully find all the answers you need for the quiz you're about to take. I think this is an awesome tool if you want to learn more about Ethereum, different coins in the ecosystem, and just crypto in general. And you can also get these kudos. They could take off and be really valuable. If not, well, they're just kind of fun and cool to collect. And you're gonna watch me get crushed in this, right? So I'm gonna be battling a undead. So it looks like the Night King from Game of Thrones. If I complete this, I'll get this Darth Vader looking Gitcoin NFT. You can see I'm a level 33 Ethereum, and I hold spacebar to speed that text up a little bit. I'm just gonna put this over here. This kind of feels like, depending if like in high school or college you ever had like any of these opportunities where the professor's like, yeah, I'll give you an open book quiz or a test, you're still gonna have a bad time. That's how some of these quizzes feel. For one, there's a time limit. And so let's check it out. Here we've got 30 seconds. Ethereum 2.0 is divided into how many stages? Okay, so with that, we've got phase 0, 1, and 2. But is that what it means by what it's divided into? Let's go ahead and guess that that is the answer. Also, a bug I've noticed, at least on Mac, if it prompts you with the question, you click it and you click submit response really quickly. At least right now, you'll often get it wrong, even if it's right. Also, when it times out, it selects whatever answer you have selected. Turns out there's not 3 phases in Ethereum. That's embarrassing. See, here's the problem, is that I've already beaten all the quizzes on the beginner tab. So let me just try this one and hopefully not embarrass myself in front of you guys. It looks like I beat it on my first try though, so kind of home field advantage, right? What is the meaning of Ethereum name service? So this is a good opportunity. Like, you want to know what ENS is and you want to have like fun learning it, right? ENS, name service, distributed naming system. Like this tokens, ENS is not a token, it's a system to change the name of the token. Also not true. So it's a name, it's a distributed open name service, right? Like to replace DNS, right? How does the ENS system work? It maps human readable names like alice.eth to machine readable identifiers such as an Ethereum address. You know, like all the ones in your MetaMask and stuff. It doesn't change the wallet name to a name that we want without any kind of special provisions, right? It's none of these weird characters. It literally just told us in the question before, we're dealing with George.eth. So you could have Jeff.eth, or I could be VoskCoin.eth, or whatever. They do get more expensive when they become smaller. Like Vosk.eth was actually really expensive, and I was like, oh my gosh. So I actually ended up getting the VoskCoin.eth actually sent to me by iMindBlocks. He bought it, so hoping that a scammer wouldn't buy it. That's what he said, so that was pretty cool. Bull, what is name hash? Recursive process that can produce a unique hash for each valid domain name. And you can see that that was the right answer, and you saw the Doge blow up, and I get a quest prize. So I get this NFT. I've already gotten this, so it won't let me claim it again. You can only, well, it tells you right there, you can only basically claim it once. And these are all of the quests that you could win this same NFT in, which per this is valued at $5.88. So that's cool. So this video is already getting crazy long. I invite you to check out all this stuff, check out the links, contribute, support people who are making good stuff. If you want to make some stuff, go ahead, throw a grant up. Good people want to support you too. So again, to round it out, Gitcoin and their 6 product ecosystem here: bounties, hackathons, grants, quests, kudos, and Kernel, a Web3 native community-centric accelerator. So there you have it, guys. That's just my brief overview, tutorial, guide, whatever on Gitcoin and how people are making hundreds and thousands of dollars. And to be honest, you can too. This is such a cool, unique opportunity where you could be trading your time for money, compensation, working in the cryptocurrency sector, hopefully something you're really passionate about, especially if you watch the video all the way through like this. So as always, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to subscribe to the VoskCoin YouTube channel. I'm not asking for donations. If I can just have your support here, watching the videos day over day, subscribe to the channel, honestly, that means the world. If you do want to contribute to like a specific grant, whether that's mine or another one, that's awesome too. And if you do decide to support our grants on Gitcoin, obviously I appreciate that. As always, hit the thumbs up, leave your comments below, let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you on the next video.